Come in, sit down, shut the door, Sussex squad. I don't know whether to celebrate or hang my head in disappointment. The royals that talk about Archie and the way he come looking out have been named. And guess what? It's Charles, who we knew from the Dutch version, but none other than Piers Morgan has come out and named the other royal. And if you think it's Prince Will It Be Brown, you getting warmer. It is Prince Will It Be Brown's wife, Catherine Middleton. Y'all, Kate, the Great, Rose, has just been named as the person that was doing all this stuff harassing Meghan. Now, all the reports make sense. Kate shivers every time she hears Meghan's name. Kate can't stand Meghan. Kate knew that Meghan was bad news from the moment she saw. This makes sense why Kate was giggling and waving to children while they were looking like they were in cages. Catherine, you know what? Catherine got the face she deserved at 41. Catherine got the body she deserved. Kate got the husband she deserved. Y'all, this is officially a Rose Hannabury channel. Baby, the enemy of my enemy is 100% my friend. Y'all, let's get into this. First of all, let me hit you with the Piers Morgan soundbite. Here you go. Hold on. Let's get...
The royals who are named in this book are King Charles and Catherine, Princess of Wales.
Quail surprise. Quail surprise. Y'all, listen. First of all, ain't no honor among thieves. Prince Charles was named, and people said, baby, you think this stench is just staying on me? I know he literally looked at Camilla and said, and sent his Rottweiler off to do his work. The fact that King Charles was named and it was about to completely broke up. Let's not forget. Let me just take you through this because, baby, this is deep. Sussex Squad, sit down. And yes, we are doing the Old Scooby book review this weekend or on Monday, right? But when it comes down to it, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. That was my food delivery. Okay. So let me get back to this. Okay. Okay. So let's look at how maniacal this is, how devious it is. First of all, Kate Middleton, it is officially open arms day. Kate, you're about to get the Meghan Markle treatment. And baby, I love that for you. I can't wait till William divorces her. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure William was probably having talk with Kate, but Kate's always William's stooge. And Kate thought she was so much above Meghan that she, and this makes sense. Because remember, Meghan said that she wrote a letter to King Charles about how much it hurt her feelings. And King Charles wrote back being like, no, Meghan, I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. It was just a question. You know, if they would have ginger afros and, you know, Camilla and her neighing in the back, right? Put the hooves on the glass, right? But Kate did it to throw weight at Meghan. She did it to dominate Meghan. She did it because Kate is the epitome of white fragility. She is the epitome of being treated like a 3-year-old, even though you are a grown, evil woman, not even mean girl. That's too nice. Evil woman, in my opinion, with how many kids? And you know what? All that poison you put out is going to come back to you. But y'all, this also lets you know the way things are moving very quickly in the House of Windsor. Think about it. Charles is about to get this cluster F, excuse my language, of stuff that happens from being named as the royal racist, okay? They know bad publicity is coming. Charles ain't never been about that bad publicity life. So what happens? I'll tell you. They suck in Kate. The same way they threw Meghan under the bus for Kate and William is the same way Charles and Camilla is now throwing Kate Middleton under the bus. Y'all, in light of this, it makes the stories that Kate put out about Harry even more sick, even more gross, even more disgusting than the last outfit she wore. Y'all, this is why Kate's wig is always crooked and 3 inches off her scalp. Because even that wig, that synthetic Amazon 1999 wig, even that wig can't stand to see your face Botox to the gods and still look a mess. Y'all, listen. The fact that Piers Morgan is releasing it, it lets you know that Camilla wants it released. It lets you know that they are officially throwing Kate to the wolves. It officially lets you know that if this continues, Kate's marriage will be thrown to the wolves. It officially lets you know. Y'all, pick up Omet Scooby's Endgame, even if you don't buy books. Support. It's not even about supporting Harry and Meghan at this point. Support anything and anybody that takes a shot at that institution and everything they stand for. This makes this colonial tour. This makes Kate being uncomfortable around people of color. Black people. This makes William and his remarks on the problem with Africa and it's overpopulation. Too many people are having babies. That's why the rhinos can't live. Man, let's get into this. This is maniacal, though, that they are throwing Kate under the bus to save the crown. And this also explains the sudden change in Kate and Harry's relationship. Literally, when it came to Kate, Harry used to be very apologetic and very understanding when it came to her. And then you saw how he didn't hold back at all in the books. You saw the way that he published text messages. What exactly did Kate say to Meghan? This is on top of Kate bullying her at the Queen's funeral. This is a part. Y'all, let me actually get to the story, because the fact that it's being released, they are 100% throwing Kate under the bus. This is the end of Kate's marriage, and I love that for her. Kate talking about I looked at Harry and I said, why? Why did you treat your family like that? And I know Harry looked at her and said, we, right? We'll never forgive you. I know Harry looked at her and said, we, baby, are you French? What you mean we? You are disposable. You need me? You are disposable, Kate. You just got here. And William don't even want you sitting at his table. What do you mean we? The nerve of this woman making up stories about her cry, systematically going out of her way to harass Meghan, to make her feel less than, to do all this just because you see a Black woman who is divorced, who is American, that can talk better than you, walk better than you, look better than you, dress better than you. The fact that Kate has been openly antagonizing Meghan, even going as far as to rip off every outfit Meghan wears, even though that's to Kate's own detriment because she looked a mess. Y'all saw her in that slutty Mary Poppins cosplay, right? Or whatever you want to call it. Y'all, I really can't believe that this has actually come out. I can't believe that Charles is throwing Kate under the bus. I am waiting for William. Y'all, the House of Windsor is in an uproar. And even if you don't support Harry and Meghan, that's fine. Support anybody taking down the monarchy. Support everybody taking down the monarchy. Y'all, these are the same people that had the press mobilized because Omet Scooby rightly called out that Kate was lazy. She can't talk. She can't do anything. She don't do it. Kate announced that she wasn't working for the next 13 or 15 years. How is that possible when your youngest child is only 6 years old? You're not going to work for the next 15 years? Are you going to make sure Louis doesn't go to college so he can stay home and be your battle shield? Y'all, now listen, Becky English said, perhaps Omet should have paid more attention to the better known saying, if you haven't got anything nice to say nothing at all. For that, in a nutshell, is the fatal failing of his vitriolic new book. Endgame, the sheer malice which left the palace staff reeling. He told the truth. He told the truth of what everybody outside of the royal family actually thinks. Kate is lazy. Kate can't work. But the fact that Kate openly bullied her Black American sister-in-law just because the fact that she was Black and American. So when Kate got upset because Meghan called her baby brain, Kate wasn't upset because No, Kate was mad that a Black woman dared talk to her like that. So when Kate tried to come into Meghan's wedding and be like, all the girls are wearing tights, and Meghan was like, no, because Meghan can run circles around Kate's mind. Meghan was like, no, right? Then all of a sudden, you mad because a Black woman dared put you in your place? That's why y'all were at Meghan's wedding giggling like stupid, dumb, mean girls while the Reverend was preaching, because you find Black American culture funny. You find it funny that a woman that is Black would ever dare think that she could marry in. You found it funny that you thought Harry married ghetto trash, and this ghetto trash ran circles around you and showed who the real rubbish was. That's what Kate was mad about. Kate is sick. All the stories she put out, I pulled Harry aside and I tried to talk to Harry. I tried to say. And the whole time, you said some ignorant mess about Harry's child, and then you had the nerve to say that you had the nerve to play victim like every good white fragile Karen. You had the nerve to play victim, talking about some, well, Kate will always remember Harry in hard moment, but he'll never be around her kids or her again. What he did was unforgivable. Kate, you really act like you're not going to be replaced in 5 years. You really act like we don't know that your husband can't stand your sight or your touch. You really act like we don't know that your whole marriage is falling apart. And here's the real tea. Have you watched The Crown? They finally got to the season when Kate caught William's eye. You know, after watching The Crown, what I believe? Everybody said that Kate transferred universities so she could become William's wife. I don't believe that. I have a new theory, and this is just a theory. This is my speculation. It's not based on any royal sources. This is just my speculation. I don't think so. See, here's the thing. I think Carol Middleton couldn't believe what a mark she had on William. I think that Kate was always obsessed with William. I think that much is true. I think Kate transferred universities to put herself in William's way. I think that much is true. I think that Kate's grifter parents, and I say grifter because of what I've read, tell me if you think I'm wrong, it's my opinion. I think Kate's grifter parents, I think that they were grooming Kate to be William's mistress, to be William's kept woman at best. At the very least, being William's favorite girl would certainly make sure that Kate married well. Because now that we know truly how broke that family was, it's not just about being broke. There's lots of broke families that aren't doing that to their daughters. But I do believe that Carol is a social climber. And Carol knew what even being associated with Prince William would do to Kate, Pippa, and James Stock. And that was her dream. I think that those grifters felt like they lucked out when they saw that, wait, William wanted a family. William missed his mama. William has rage, but if you know how to handle him, he's very easily manipulated because William ain't that bright, right? So I think, right? I think that really, I think that what happened was William, along the way, Kate and Carol saw that there was an opportunity, that even though at the beginning they didn't think, they just thought at most you could be his kept woman, his long-term female companion. At the very least, the other Aristio boys would look at you with a gold stamp, and maybe you can marry a wealthy banker like your sister did, because who doesn't, with social climbing, want to date the King of England's ex-girlfriend of many years? I think that's why Kate hung in there. And along the way, I think something changed. And along the way, they realized that they could get William to not just make Kate his side chick, his long-term, often rumored female companion, but they could get her to be his wife and the next Queen of England. And as soon as they saw that was possible, they didn't care. They did everything they could to make it real. They over leveraged the family home. They did everything they could, used every connection to make sure it happened, and it happened. And that's why Kate keeps her mouth shut and suffers in silence. Because at the end of the day, Kate didn't even think she was beautiful. She was good enough to be there. And that's why as her beauty fades and her parents' shenanigans have been uncovered, that's why Kate is so afraid that all this is going to come crashing down. Because, baby, it is. It is. It is. William married you because you were hot. William married you because you were an exhibitionist. William married you because you did the right things. You rode all the rides and slide all the slides. William married you, and it's all alleged, because your mom knew how to manipulate a boy that had mommy issues, a boy that never turned to a man. Think about it. Do you really think about it? Kate was trying to just be William's rumored side piece. Because if she really thought that she was in the running to be the next Queen of England, do you really think that she would have walked down that runway in that sheer number? Now, I know now we just roll our eyes because Kanye got Bianca walking around in legs, pantyhose as a shirt. But back then, that dress was scandalous. But Kate didn't care. She was an exhibitionist. If it's a scandal they want, then I'll give them one. That was Kate. And she knew, don't forget, her and William had started hooking up before that show. But William wouldn't really be seen. This is what the rumors are. William wouldn't really be seen with her. William really wouldn't give her play. But after she walked down that thing, basically pretty much nude in that conservative circles, that's when things changed. And that's when he wanted to be seen with her. And that's when she became his official #1 plaything. That's when it all came together, y'all. That's when it all came together. So where are we at? We have now Kate going from walking around looking like a strumpet in that sheer dress because she was trying to be his plaything. And congratulations, you didn't even realize how long the con would be. And then you sit there and take all your hate and vitriol, because when you married into the system, they didn't let you know, they didn't let you forget that you were the daughter of 2 social climbers who don't have a penny to rub together. You think the palace, when Kate was marrying William, you think they didn't do a background check, act to see their bank records, act to see if they had any foreign interests? You don't think the palace knew exactly who William was marrying? Of course, they wanted to see everything. They probably even wanted blood samples. They wanted to see everybody. They thought it would work. Diana, a commoner. Kate was willing to be a workhorse. Kate was willing to be a doormat. So I'll never feel sorry for her, because you chose being a doormat so you could have everything you wanted. And now you're 41. You look like you're 60. You know, that you need to eat a sandwich. Your wig is lifting off your head. William has cut you off and your family. William is doing events. William can't stand you because you're no longer the hot, sexy one. You're no longer that young little thing that walked across the stage saying, boys, if you want a scandal, it'll give you one. Again, I think Kate did profile William, but she didn't know how. So now you're sitting there with all your spoils of war, and the palace treated you like crap. They talk trash about you because you remember how Kate used to be dragged in the media about the way she dressed, about the way you dress, about the way you talked, about the way you act, your low-class family. And then Meghan comes and she's like the media darling. How could you not like Meghan? She's beautiful. She speaks so well. She's perfect. She's everything a future princess should be. So what does every Karen do when they see a Black woman that they can't compete with? They pull out race. Don't you know? It's race. Because how? Even the worst, this is the way Karens think, the worst of every white woman is better than the best of every Black woman. And Kate's not the worst. So Kate took all that vitriol, all that anger, all that rage, all that humiliation that she had suffered at the hands of the men in gray. Because baby, if they did that mess to Diana, what do you think they did to Kate and her middle class, broke family, social climbing stuff? And she took all that, and instead of getting a clue, instead of getting some self-esteem, instead of having the courage to stand on her feet, she did what every cowardly Karen did. She took it all and she threw it all up on Meghan Finally, she was in the position to oppress. Baby, what's done in the dark will always come to light. Katie, Katie, sexy, Mary Poppins, standing by a car like a strumpet, showing your legs. Baby, keep it up. You know what they say? The legs is the last thing to go, and everything else has gone down to the ground. So, baby, keep showing those legs all you can, y'all. Listen, in game's coming. I'm gonna try to let me know if you want more than one royal video in a day. Y'all know I'm always happy to do it. Just let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.